Welcome away to season 4 of We're Not Afraid of the Dark. Hey Ben, we're almost at the halfway point, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I looked at the podcast feed. We have like 42 episodes up as of this recording, and there's 91 episodes total of Are You Afraid of the Dark? We're still undecided about what we're going to do after we finish this series, by the way.
Wild and crazy kids.
Where the fuck are you going to find the episodes for that show?
I don't know. Daily Motions probably has it.
Perhaps. I mean, I don't think that show even went the VHS series or anything like that. So it's been a while since we recorded. I think it's been like 2 months now, right?
It's been longer than that.
And just a few updates on the actual podcast. We want to thank everybody because we received a number of reviews lately. We have a few on Facebook. Please, if you can, also put them on Apple Podcast. And I found out we actually had a few more people from Australia right in.
I mean, I saw one in the Messenger or whatever, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, we've heard from I've heard from at least 2 or 3 of them.
Well, you told me something funny. You actually asked the people of where they actually listen to the podcast. I thought that was interesting because I usually listen to podcasts while I'm driving the car, but you had a few people taste some other place to listen to it.
Oh yeah, I mean, shit. Our cousin said it's a good pooping podcast. So
yeah, you listen to our podcast while taking a shit. So that's what level our podcast is on.
But see, then that raises the question, like, I'm a quick pooper. Like, I don't stay in there for like 20 minutes or whatever pooping. Like, I'll watch like a YouTube clip or something just to make some noise.
But you wash your phone after you wipe your ass, right?
Of course.
All right, just make sure that remember that meme we had on our Instagram, Instagram.com/werenotafraidofthedark. It had that girl with her panties down and her phone was just sitting where her fucking vagina is.
You posted that.
Yeah, well, Kayla saw our waterproof feeds. I didn't see the vaginal discharge. Some of those girls you see like white stuff in their underwear. Actually, what's that stuff?
What?
That white stuff you see in girls' panties. What is that?
It's discharge.
Okay.
Well, we're
Yeah,
starting real fucking strong.
Yeah, you never know what's gonna happen here at Modulation Studios. We'll record this podcast. We're at the Tale of Cutter's Treasure, and when I interviewed Jose, he wrote that Campfire Companion book for Are You Afraid of the Dark. Actually, it would have been last week it aired. He told me something interesting. There's a little bit of misinformation on the air dates. There's like conflicting things online that haven't been confirmed. Some say the Renegade Virus was the start of season 4. Others say Cutter's Treasure. I'm going off the Wikipedia just because we've been using that the whole podcast so far. And this is the first 2-parter we have of Are You Afraid of the Dark?
Yeah, and see, it raises the question on like, okay, if they're saying that they're from different schools and shit, so that means Gary and Frank must have, they must have met up after school or whatever.
All of these people are now at the same damn school.
I mean, yeah, it makes sense.
There's just like that Canadian government at the time had some budget cuts and just started consolidating everything.
Here, Adam, try this.
What is this?
It's the slime.
Oh, and in case you haven't noticed, we're now doing video. This is experimental. The video for this podcast will be on a new YouTube page. So it's not on Modulation Studios. We're going to create a separate We're Not Afraid of the Dark page, and that'll be listed in the show notes. So for those of you who just listen to the audio, you can see our faces and like see what we're actually drinking and stuff. We're not using any crazy props in the studio, but what shenanigans. This is the green slime, you said?
Speaking of audio, nobody ever plugged me in.
Yeah, you are.
What are you talking about?
I'm
We can hear you,
holding my headphone thing right here.
Have you tried it yet?
Yeah, it tastes like... I mean, it's not terrible. It tastes like high C with a little bit of Sprite in it.
Okay, so what's in that is I got this rum, right? I'm not gonna blast the people that made the rum because
But it's real bad.
they are local, right?
Well, I think you're talking about.
It's not secrets.
It's
I like the rum.
I
That's
say
the
I
thing.
rum
like
is
secrets
good.
rum.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I know you're talking about.
you're close. You're real close.
They're out of the same area, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know who you're
Yes.
talking about.
Okay, so that shit tastes like straight up rubbing alcohol. Now, what I did was I bought 2 bags of Skittles, and me and Ashley sifted through all of them. The blueness from the mason jar is all blue Skittles. So we melted them down or whatever. And so it's that with the shitty rum. And then it is
Pineapple soda.
pineapple Fanta and Sprite. but
Because we wanted to make it green.
there's a secret ingredient, Adam, and this is the surprise that you were asking about.
And what is that? I'm looking back here. Surge. What the? That's here. And I have a bad story. I think I said this before. I remember drinking that in middle school,
Mm-hmm.
and I got very, very. I'm not drinking that.
Oh, you're drinking
Because what happened? I got very, very dizzy to the point of almost collapsing down the fucking hallway, and it was all because I drank Surge. Like that never happened to me before.
It's about to go in here.
And I still got through the whole school day. All right. Well, that was the high C I was thinking about because I was thinking about that Slimer high C that came out in the 80s and shit. Yeah, I used to go to next door neighbor's house and get that stuff all the time. Now, with this episode here, yeah, we're actually talking about Are You Afraid of the Dark at this point in time. I want to mention something
We
else.
already were.
This is directed by DJ McHale, series creator, and written by Chloe Brown. Now, you guys, you read that Campfire Companion book. Jose, I brought this up, put in the book when he interviewed DJ McHale, written by Chloe Brown. He's like, I want to get a hold of Chloe Brown. Chloe Brown is the same fucking person. That's DJ McHale's pen name. And I'd never found that online anywhere. And
You have my cup.
the reason for that was because he didn't want his name blasted to the show. Kind of like in Hookman, where my name was listed for a producer, director, film composer, actor, stunt coordinator.
That was me.
Yeah, that was part of you. Gary says it's a special night. Yeah, every fucking night's special. Each member has their own style. It says that none of them are alike, but that's why two of them are telling the
makes a
story.
difference.
Yeah,
Is that
yeah,
the
because
missing
Frank and Gary are
ingredient?
telling this story together. It's also the first time that two people have told a story together. He says that evil power can be so strong that it survived for centuries. But yeah, but we fucking saw that in Guardian's Curse and Sorcerer's Apprentice, right?
That's true.
That's nothing new.
I mean, but I did like their intro. I did like Gary's
Yeah.
intro.
It's original delivery. We are then flashback to what I thought was like a dungeon or some shit. It has like a guy with a dagger. And
Well, I actually had something before this.
Oh, go
I
ahead.
said, so Gary and Frank decided to tag team a story. So I guess they finally decided that they're going to stop competing for Sam and just work together to try and, maybe get a three-way going.
I don't think they've I didn't notice that we watched 4 episodes for the Perverse podcast, and I don't think I saw a scene where they try hitting on Sam.
Exactly. Not yet. But in the previous season, there's already been that love triangle that's starting to form. But yeah, back to the ship. Well, no, it's not the ship. It's a cave. No, it must be a ship.
I thought it was a dungeon or something.
Yeah.
We find out where it's at later. It's like some
Yeah.
kind of secret tomb.
Right.
Yeah, but I couldn't help but think of One-Eyed Willie from Goonies when I saw that skull creature.
I wrote Goonies later on.
Mhm.
Same
not
here.
not so much here, but I want to say this is the first scene, like with him trying to kill the captain and stuff. This is the first scene where you almost see like a death scene. Like, sure, you see
Yeah.
you see them like,
Uh-huh.
that like the kid in Bookish Babysitter cut the witch or whatever. But I mean, it looks so fake. Like this one, like they weren't gonna make it look fake. You know
Oh,
what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I was like, oh man, they're getting a little darker.
We find that this guy here, I don't know if I want to call him a pirate or not. It's just like a fellow at the time or somebody who was on the ship.
Who?
The guy's the character's name is Ian Keeger.
He's the
Or
first
Keegan.
mate.
Oh, first mate. Okay, so he's on the ship. Because I know back then, like, it was common for people to kidnap people. We just force them to work on your ship.
Yeah, that's why they keeps calling him Skipper.
And the little kid in the background I thought was like a slave child.
It probably was.
No, yeah. Because he comes and takes that dagger.
And see, I had issue with this
Why?
because, all right, so Ian is trying to kill him with the dagger or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Tries to come in and kill him, fails. Kid runs off with a dagger. Cutter kills Ian. All right?
Mhm.
So before Ian dies, he curses Cutter and curses the treasure and all this other stuff. But the blade, the dagger has significance later on in the story, but the kid ran off with it.
Yeah, well, the kid takes it somewhere. Yeah, how to fucking get back in the chest?
Right.
Yeah.
See what I
Yeah, I see that point now.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, Captain Jonas Cutter is played by a fellow Mailander. He's a actor named Charles Dutton. He was in Menace II Society, Alien 3, and Gothica with Halle Berry.
Me and Ashley were just calling him Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah, he looks like Forrest Whitaker.
But he
Yeah.
sounds like James Earl Jones.
Yeah.
Well, I liked when Cutter actually does kills Ian. Then it's just flashes because he brings the sword up, flashes it across, and they do the transition they usually do, where
Yeah.
it just cuts the little kids playing a sword fight in like a park or something like that. This looks like New England, by the way. I don't know where they filmed it. It could be Prince Edward Island, but
it does.
yeah, it looks very New England. There's some guy hitting off some shy girl, and those brothers are named. Find out their brothers later is Rush and Max. Rush is the older one. He says, "Gotta watch TV." His brother's kind of cock block him all the time.
So when Rush and what's the girl's name?
I think Stacy. It comes out later.
Okay. Well, when they're like sitting on the hill or whatever, and he reaches over and he grabs her hand, the the way it like they do it, it looks like he's about to put her hand on his crotch.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about this also. There's 9.9% chance, or sorry, 99 point something off some fucking 100 scale. that actor had a fucking erection when that scene was filmed.
Probably.
Yeah, I
That's
mean
possible.
he's at puberty age. I mean you get erection like every fucking 15 minutes back then.
I made a note when he was asking her if she wanted to come over tonight and watch some TV or something that equaled the Netflix and chill of the 90s.
That was him back in the day. He got
Yeah.
some VHS frontals.
Like,
Although
we knew what he wanted.
Although I do like to see later when he comes down with CDs. I was thinking like, I don't know if if you showed this episode of Christopher, like he would know what CDs are.
He knows what
He
CDs
does.
are.
Okay, yeah, I mean they're still at stores, but it's like I don't see kids carrying them around like they did back then.
Yeah.
Did you recognize the actor playing Rush?
He did look familiar.
He was in the Full Moon episode.
Okay.
Yeah, I actually liked his acting. He still acts today. He's on
Yeah, he
General
wasn't
Hospital
bad.
right now. He was on the L Word, and something was on that as well. Yeah, but the other kid, who's his younger brother,
Turns on the sprinklers.
yeah.
Turns on the sprinklers.
Well, he's
on
also
him.
in Goosebumps TV
like
show.
turning a hose on the dogs.
Well, I like this scene where they're saying goodbye to their parents. These scenes with the parents,
Well,
where they go away, no afraid of dark, was
hold on.
hilarious. What we
He-
got?
Well, when he turns the sprinklers on him and he says, "You're dead, ToeJam." When he said ToeJam, I thought of, here's another reference for you, babe.
ToeJam and Earl.
ToeJam and Earl. Love that game.
Yeah, I haven't played that forever.
They made 3 of them, but the third one was not great. I still have the first one.
Cool.
But yeah, like when the parents are like saying their buys and stuff, before that, when he said, "Oh, or you're gonna," you called him ToeJam and all this stuff, like the dad says it. Like, how fucking far away was the dad to hear that? Like he didn't yell it or anything.
Yeah, that's completely true. The part I like about this goodbye scene, basically, their parents are going on a bike trip up north. So if they're in Canada, I guess they're going like Yukon country or something like that. I gotta study this Canadian geography. I'm assuming this is in Canada at this point also because these actors are Canadian. Oh, by the way, the mom was in the Crimson Clown episode just a few episodes ago as the mom.
Huh.
Well, the part that I laughed at was they say we're gonna go 75 miles a day and we're gonna need the energy. I was thinking like I fucking drive 75 miles a day going to work.
Yeah, but
Every
they
single
had
day.
bikes
But they're
on
biking
top
it.
of the.
But they take the car though.
Yeah, but the bikes are on top of the car when
Yeah.
they pull
Oh,
out.
they're
I
biking
assume
75
that-
They're gonna
yeah.
bike 75
Jesus.
miles.
So
That's
they did
hardcore.
need. Yeah, they definitely needed the thoughts.
I like this next scene as well because they get caught the home alone thing happened to the door slot with his babysitter who's supposed to watch him named Mrs. Gregory. And through the mail slot, they talk to her, pretending to be their dad who's sick. And like they put their arm out there with the measles and stuff.
Yeah, it says the kids have the measles and then stick the spotted hand out. I was like, wait, that didn't.
They said
But-
they said they didn't want her to be there because she smells like fish, and I wrote that she she's old, so she's not taking care of the business downstairs, and that's why she smells like fish.
Oh my.
I know.
Well, at least they paid her. She's like, take money and run. But after they leave and they're successfully had the house to themselves for a few days, they say we're a team. And the big brother wants nothing to do with, I call this gay pride brother because the shirt he has on is like rainbow colors.
I wasn't paying that much attention, but
Yeah, I was paying attention to fashion.
they're a team, and then he said, "Yeah,"
Uh-huh.
and you're just cut from the team.
Well, he threatens to tell the parents about what happened with Mrs. Gregory, and the little brother says just wants to do something together. There's a lot of seaside imagery in this house, by the way. Like they have pictures of ships, model ships, anchors all over the fucking house here.
Right.
You know, I actually don't like this. Like, yeah, I spend a lot of time at my beach, and like I don't like the whole beach decor. Like you need mermaid paintings all the fucking where, and my life's at the beach signs and shit.
Life's the beach.
Yeah. I just like being able to go outside and yeah, I'm at the beach. I know
I mean,
this.
I think it's more of like, for I guess for more for this story or whatever. Like, okay, this family has always had like that nautical, like, like you find out later, fucking family has been on the seas before. So that's why they're doing the whole boat, undertones on, like the big ass boat thing on the nightstand and all that shit.
Well, the little brother says, or asks his older brother to get him a magic kit. And of course, it has to be Sardo's
That's
Magic
right.
Mansion shop, which I think is in a different town now. Maybe he got right now because the exterior is completely different when they go up here.
I want to make that Magic Mansion sign.
That'd be cool. He says if he gets the set for him, he'll leave him alone all weekend.
What a lying little shit.
Did you notice the Shandu from
The Shandu Can Do set? Yeah.
Yeah,
I
that was
noticed
there.
that.
Yeah, but maybe Shandu retired and just making money off merchant now. Sardo's in there testing things. I think it was like a love potion or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
He then mentions a popularity potion, and that was actually used in the Carved Stone. So that was another reference to a previous episode with Sardo.
No, popularity potion was Dark Dragon.
No, it's the one with that girl who's also in Badge with the she goes back in time.
What was the
I
one?
don't remember her having a potion, just that stone.
Yeah,
Oh, I
wasn't the
thought that-
popularity potion for the
I don't know if that. Yeah, that was kind of like
the Dark Dragon?
Yeah,
one.
the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde kind of deal. He's not interested, but then he sees this prize thing about opening a chest. Sardo says it can't open the chest. He's tried everything. But then, like, he goes up to it and just opens it up.
Yeah.
Says $5,000 for opening. Well, Sardo got this chest from somebody else who's unnamed at this point in time.
Slime me, baby.
We'll hit that in a bit. He says, "What do I get?" And he gets what's in the chest. And he opens up, and there's like a dagger and like some kind of what do you call that thing?
Spyglass.
A spyglass. Okay, we'll call that from now because I was calling it a sea scroll the whole damn time.
Sea scroll.
He says to keep it. Sardo says, "No, you have to take it." So he takes the shit home to his little brother. And he's got a date where he's wearing this like bright ass red shirt. This girl now, by the way, still acts. Her name's Emily Hampshire. She's playing Stacy. She was on 12 Monkeys, Brace Face, and she's in a later episode called The Vacant Lot of Are You Afraid of the Dark.
So
How many times does she appear on Mr. Scan?
Good question. Let's get to the bottom of this.
before you do that, you might want to pull up another tab and pull this episode up because when he opens the door, she looks like that girl from Twilight, Kristen Stewart.
Jesus, what happened with screen already? There's two girls
Oh.
scissoring.
All right, then.
I think she's getting anal. They were playing around on Mr. Skin anymore. Oh, we can't show this on YouTube, by the way, unfortunately. So Amy Hampshire, I say great nudity. Yeah, she's attractive. Got 3 out of 4 on here. She's getting eaten out on this one. So my awkward sexual adventure 2012. She's in Good Neighbors. She shows her butt and stuff. Yeah, there's a bare breast. All the wrong reasons.
Well, very well.
See,
Yeah,
I got y'all's back.
yeah. That chick looked like
There's that one where actress getting her ass eaten out. She was in Get Out.
I haven't seen that yet. It's supposed to be really good, though.
Yeah, we liked it. It was one of those movies I think you gotta watch more than once, though.
Okay.
All right, what am I doing, Ben?
pull up the episode because when he opens the door, she looks like Kristen Stewart.
See, I didn't see that.
Well, not when she sits down, but like right when he opens the door, it looks like her before like all the drugs and like the 3 Twilight movies and all that shit.
Wait, where's Kristen Stewart nowadays?
The fuck if I know, she's probably dead.
Why is
I
everybody
think
dead in
she's
life?
got a girlfriend.
Oh, she's gay?
Oh yeah.
I never know. All right, so we're just pulling this up real quick. There she is.
Right? You nailed it.
You really did.
Yeah.
What's with this fucking shirt?
Right here.
man?
And bam. For real?
I don't
Kind of.
see it.
You don't see that?
It's a little
I
bit of the
don't.
eyes, but I wouldn't say she's a direct twin of
Well, no, yeah, no,
Kristen
but
Stewart.
I've always thought that she looked bored and high.
well,
Like I don't really see.
Well, was that the girl
attractive
in
factor is.
I'm not thinking of Emma Watson. I'll say was she in Harry Potter?
no.
Okay.
Kristen
No, she
Stewart's
was
Twilight.
the one in those stupid vampire.
Oh, I got no one
movies.
for you. I'm glad I brought this
I
up.
should say vampire with quotes.
Did you guys notice anything about his bedroom here?
It looks like one from a previous
It's
episode.
from Quicksilver.
Yeah,
Is
the
it-
fucking beds to save again. They use those blue beds again.
They use them for everything.
The Quicksilver beds.
The closet, is that the same closet as the episode where the little boy went missing?
You mean little girl
Was it a little girl?
and the Lonely Ghost, like episode 3 or 4?
No, not Lonely Ghost.
Frozen Ghost?
No, it was with the bullies.
Oh, baby, you're thinking about Beyond Belief.
Oh, yeah. Never mind. We watched too much.
I know.
Yeah, everything starts right together.
But that closet looked like.
Yes.
Well, what we call it, I think it's a spyglass.
Yes.
All right, so the spyglass starts turning by itself. Downstairs, Rush offers. Her name's Stacy, right?
I don't fucking know.
I'm pretty sure it's Stacy.
Whatever.
Wait, let me look this up. Real
She's
quick.
not. She's about to not be in this, so let's just get it over with.
Yeah, we can, but we have to make sure everything's completely accurate.
Oh yeah.
Sandy. All right, so I was close.
Sandy.
Yeah, her name's Sandy. All right. So, Rush offers her something to eat, and I couldn't help but think of some sexual puns there.
She didn't offer him something to eat.
No, he does.
I know.
I know it kind of makes more sense the other way. He mentions that his parents are gone, and I also wanted to know how the hell Sandy got there. Like, what conversation she had with her parents? They just drop him off?
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Let me save you the trouble. We're always going to our friend's house.
Yeah, that's true. Then he just up and asked her, do you want to make out?
Yeah.
He goes, the little brother is cop blocking again.
I've never cock blocked you.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Well, he says that there's shit happening with this spyglass. He looks at it, and it looked like a graveyard when he first looks in it. Upstairs, the wind blows through this window. And Rush is saying that the thing's just busted. Makes him deal. Go back upstairs, leave him alone, and he won't make him eat it. But then Sandy says, oh, he's cute, but it calls him a festering sore.
Yeah. I said you don't. I put down, you don't mention festering sores if you're trying to get any play.
That's true.
Yeah, well, she gets nervous and then asks for food.
I wrote down that there was definite sexual tension, that they're still keeping with the aging demographic. And I commented on how he was, so can we just make out? Like, never. They don't ask. They try to slide it in there without you noticing, so you can't say no.
Yeah, that's true. Up in the bedroom, Max closes the window. And I was also thinking, like, the parents haven't called or checked on him. Like, what are they going to pose as Mrs. Gregor's voice? In the closet, he hears something, starts inching closer. He's putting his hand on the knob, and then, of course, there's nothing. But then he turns around and Rush is there. He's up there to grab some CDs.
Yep.
I couldn't recognize any of the CDs that he had in his hands.
They were all
by the way.
white. All of them were
Well, I thought it was
just
some like
white out.
yellow and stuff.
Mm-mm. They were all just white.
All right, it's about,
Memorex.
so maybe Offspring's album and Alice in Chains. I don't know.
They're all burned.
Yeah,
Bet you there was no Al Green.
probably not.
Boy, don't know.
Once Rush is gone, Max starts fucking with that kaleidoscope spyglass again. And then he gets grabbed from under the bed by a skeleton creature. I thought it was a nice, simple effect there, by the way.
Yeah, but see, I don't know, man. I don't honestly know how I feel about this one. Like, it's good, but some of it's
I felt like the effects were. I didn't think the skeleton effect was that impressive.
bad.
I'm gonna disagree. I think the production, like, they went out all on this. Like,
Yeah,
the camera
it's-
shots look good.
They,
the stuff
they
looks
did
good.
do a lot of really
Yeah,
good
it's good,
things.
Yeah.
but-
Actually, I made a note about one of their effects that I thought was really good.
Mhm.
It
My-
just wasn't the skeleton.
My problem
Well, that
is
skeleton.
some of this shit doesn't make any fucking sense.
That's true.
And we're about to get there, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So
As he's getting grabbed, he's screaming, and we're back from commercial break again. Downstairs, they had a makeout session. I don't know if the actors actually kiss because when they do, the camera pans down. right before they touch. So I don't know how they actually worked that out. We gotta get a hold of this actor and ask them this true story, or get a hold of Emily. And her hair looks messy there.
Mm.
But then Rush goes up screaming, or is mad because Max is a pain in the dick.
Well, maybe Max wasn't the only one touching some knob then.
Well, when it comes back down, Sandy's gone, and he says he's gonna get it. He says he's worried, and he should call
Somebody
the
is.
cops. He's sick of him fucking things up. He'll only fix him out of here. And then we're transported to some type of dream sequence.
Mm-hmm.
That is the best graveyard we've seen.
Yeah, it is.
So
It
far.
is really good.
Uh-huh. And maybe for once it wasn't a real one, because usually they can't film any names on gravestones.
Okay, so here's where I started to have some issues.
Hold on. While we're still at the part where he was on there, I did make a note that Blue Balls made him really mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he flipped it
Like
out.
he was already a dick. But...
I like how Ashley's the one who brings up that note.
She's
well,
my-
I got
my
more.
gal.
No, yeah.
So I was a little confused on why Rush is having this dream when Max is the one that is seeing shit in the spyglass.
Mhm.
The skeleton's fucking after him and all this shit. Like, okay, so
Because he's the one who opened the chest.
He's their bait.
But yeah.
okay, so magically he's starting to have visions rather than like, okay, the spyglass should have worked for him.
Yeah,
Not
but they
later
had to-
on after he has the fucking dream.
They had to snatch the little one to get his attention because he's not paying attention to anything without boobs right now.
Well, things with boobs aren't, touching his wiener unless he moves her hand to it.
He tried.
I know. Then the dickhead turned the sprinkler on.
What's happening, Ben?
I don't think we're gonna get through that. I think I'm gonna switch to Hoopty.
Yeah, we got some Hoopty.
Hoopty.
He goes to Mr. Sardo after the thing, and of course Sardo has to get off from calling him Mister. He says, "Just take the rest of the stuff." Did I miss anything there? I know he was in that tomb for a while. Oh, he saw the ghost of his we'll find out it's a relative. It's the
I
ghost
had a
of Ian.
quotation asking, or it said masturbation dream ?
What about
because, like,
masturbation?
Well, because he was all mad and went running upstairs after, you
Oh
know,
yeah,
and then all of a sudden all hell breaks
Mhm.
loose. I'm like,
yeah, that's right. Because Rush comes back downstairs, didn't want to be in the bedroom by himself. No, Max comes downstairs. Rush goes upstairs, and Ashley said, "Well, we know what he's about to go do. He's gonna go rub that beast out."
Nice.
and apparently it just like set everything in motion. Now
Yes.
everything is.
Mhm. At Sardo's place, we also hear a person in the back. His face is not shown, but it's obviously Dr. Vank's voice. So this is
Yeah.
the episode with Dr. Vank and Sardo together.
Dr. Vink seems so much friendlier in this episode.
He's the hero in this episode.
He's like
actually.
this smiley old man.
And this is the last episode where Dr. Vank's in Are You Afraid of the Dark. And I was surprised that they actually went with the good side, because the past episodes he's always been the villain.
No,
What are you talking about?
hold on. Are you sure about that?
I'm positive.
Okay.
Multiple sources say that.
Wait, we've already done Dangerous Soup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't fucking remember recording that episode?
I remember it. God damn it!
All right.
That made me.
All right, well, speaking of remember things, I completely forgot about this episode until I watched it. But the next scene here is the only fucking thing I ever remember.
See, here's why I'm confused, because it's not posted at the time of this recording. Haha.
What are you talking about?
We haven't.
Oh, yeah, it's not on the podcast.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay,
Okay.
yeah.
Yes.
But you would figure we did it already because it's season 3, and I don't know, we're recording season 4 today.
Yeah. But anyway, so when Rush finally looks through that spyglass and sees the graveyard and stuff, he's like, "What?" Like, he's so fucking amazed and all this shit. I don't know why he's so amazed. We had little binoculars that you click the side of it and you see the fucking Eiffel Tower. You see the Great
Yeah,
Pyramids.
viewfinders.
Yeah,
Little
you
Viewmaster.
see pandas, lions, all
love
types of
those
crazy
things.
shit in there.
Little Fisher Price.
Yeah. Why is he so amazed that he gets to see a graveyard? Man, motherfucker, I've seen sphinxes and all types of shit.
Yeah. The scene that I remember is the guy on the rowboat coming in from the back. That was kind
Now
of creepy.
that was the skeleton that I commented on. I felt
Mhm.
like that was a really good effect.
That
That
was.
switch over,
Yeah.
I was impressed.
Yeah, 50 Ben. Need some ice also.
We're out of ice.
Rush.
We need to start buying a bag on the way here.
Yeah. Well, we were on a time crunch.
It's true.
Well, of course, they get freaked out over this thing. And Rush runs upstairs to this closet for some reason. He finds nothing. But then he turns around and sees this paper. That's funny. This paper thing with that has a knife on it on the back of the door that says, "This is no dream. The boy is mine." And Ben, I thought about it last time you left it at my door with a knife on it. Remember that?
That was a long time
It
ago.
was like 3 years ago.
No.
Oh, what?
Yeah. I didn't know. I was so drunk, I didn't realize that was there until the next day. This is what Ben was with ex girlfriend. I was basically
then
friends.
it was longer than 3 years.
I was friends with benefits with somebody. So I'm DJing in town that night. We got plastered, drunk. I probably drank 12 summer shandies while DJing. We get back and start having like anal sex or something like that.
No, they weren't having sex. He was just loud as fuck, and I kept telling him to shut the hell
Wait, as a
up.
female, right? I didn't sleep with guys.
No, you weren't having sex. You guys were just.
Oh, okay. I thought it was
Talking.
anal.
No, you guys were
Alright.
just talking loud as shit.
Oh yes. So Ben's ex-girlfriend sends me like a Facebook message or something like that, or a text, and it says Ben has a date for you. And the next day, there's like a note with a knife on it that says "Shut the fuck off" with a wooden door. This is when Cutter comes in his fucking house, right?
Not yet.
He kidnaps Max because
Not yet though,
Is-
because they run back up to the house after
Okay.
he spins the skeleton around, and the effect that they're talking about, it's a skeleton, and then the effect is like it grows tissue and skin and all that good stuff, and then it's Mr. Noise is the guy's name.
Yeah, he was in a previous episode. Oh, he played that Nazareth. We call him Emperor Palpatine from Star Wars. In that assistant episode.
I got you. Yeah. So then they run up to the house, and then that's when Mr. Noise grabs Max. Hell, he kind of grabs them both, you know.
Yeah.
And then that's when Forrest Whitaker comes through the door.
I could tell that actor was having a lot of fun with this, by the way. Like, I think the acting was good in this episode, and they were having fun.
Mm-hmm. So we're at the end. This is
this is the end of part 2.
This
or
is
part 1.
Part 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Rush runs down to they kind of like teleport. They teleport, and then he runs down, and they're off in the boat again. And here's another problem I have. Okay. So they go to the boat the first time.
Mm-hmm.
And Max kind of seems like he's in this like dream, like he's under some kind of spell. They run up to the house. Mr. Noise is already in the house. He was just in the boat, right? Hadn't even got out of the boat yet. Now he's in the house. All right, so he teleported there. All right. Then they grab the kid. They teleport again. They go back to the boat. They're rolling off. Why the fuck did we need... I mean, I'm glad they had the boat there. But if they could just teleport, shim sham, what the fuck was the point? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers can just teleport. Like, they should have left that shit
Shim
out.
sham.
They should just left that part out and just had them walk.
Well, they are ghosts, so I guess they can kind of transport.
Yeah, but I mean, so they only transport when they're already on land, but they have to paddle in a boat otherwise.
It's also mentioned that Cutter has some treasure, by the way, and he's after people. They say he's one of the bloodiest pirates ever. Anybody who's after his treasure.
Fancied the blade.
Yeah, well, at the Midnight Society, a thunderstorm comes by, starts raining. They're trying to wait it out because everybody's really, really excited about the story. They're like, "Oh, we better get the fuck out of here." So it says to be continued.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, just like this podcast is to be continued next week as we dive into the second part here. You know, we're actually going into season 4 here, where I believe season 3 was the strongest. And at this point in time, Are You Afraid of the Dark had the shit together. Like they did, like go all out for this episode and stuff. It's just the little things with the story,
Yeah,
that you had issues with, right?
I enjoyed
Overall,
it.
I thought it was a really, really good story over like
And I'll be honest with you,
some of the ones
the
we've
ones
seen.
that we're recording today. So I mean, we're recording Cutter's Treasure, Part 1 and 2. We're doing Renegade Virus, and we're doing Quiet Librarian.
Easily the best one.
I'm not gonna really be shitting too bad on majority of these.
Yeah, because these aren't terrible episodes. This was Are You Afraid of the Dark's height.
Yeah,
Easily.
they've got their.
But we're still gonna pop a lot of jokes and inappropriate references, so it will still be
But
funny.
see, in all fairness, I feel like they're giving it to us because it has kind of aged. Now we're getting sexual tension in these episodes. These kids are getting older. They've got interests in the opposite or same sex. Sorry, don't want to offend nobody. You know, so it's like the show's kind of aging with them. So it seems like there's more of that showing up.
Yeah, but unfortunately, they go backwards.
They do. I think they kind of lost their way.
Well, at the end of like the original run, and then when the show came back. When the show comes back in season 6 and 7, DJ McHale had nothing to do with it. Oh, I have a funny story that was Ben was not in here with the interview I did with Jose the other week, but he made a good point. Like this Are You Afraid of the Dark movie that's coming out. He asked DJ McHale about it. DJ McHale said, I haven't. What I heard about it was what everybody else heard about it. No original cast members have heard about it until it was announced. So, like, are these whoever has the rights to this name? Are they just purposely like leaving people out of the original series and just doing whatever the hell they want?
Oh boy, I should have been there last week. I should have been there.
Yeah,
because I had some things.
Well, thanks to Big Ed for listening. New episodes every Tuesday. Ben, you had something important to plug.
Oh, we have a Patreon now. So far, we have.
I'll put the drum roll sound effect in there.
One supporter, Ryan.
Thank you, Ryan.
My boy.
Yeah, thank you. Although I want to have him times 100. So that we can afford some production things. I want to get Ashley and Ben a new microphone in the studio. We're trying to take a field trip to Canada at some point, and we're obviously like high indulgence in alcohol.
Oh, absolutely.
If we go to Canada, we have to take the boy. For some reason, he's obsessed.
With Canada?
Yeah.
Why?
It's strange. I told him I don't trust him. They call ham bacon.
Hey.
Oh, they do?
Canadians are all right.
Just don't trust their breakfast taste.
We need reviews. We need comments. We need love.
Oh, we still have some stickers. I said I was going to stop there to see the 3 of them continue. So if anybody wants a sticker for the podcast, all you have to do is send us a message via email, werenotafraidofthedark@gmail.com, or on Facebook or Instagram. We're mostly active on Instagram. Just send us your mailing address, and we'll get some out in the next few days.
Yeah, the more growth we get, we'll be able to start reaching out and getting giveaways, promo shit to give out. Like, help us grow, and we will return the favor for sure.